Okay.
All right, great. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the commercial spot. I don't know how many of you remembered last week, one of our more delightful experiences for doing a live show is whatever happens is happens. We had this saw that we showed you from Hyper. Just to fire it up real quick.
Sander, Ken.
Sander. What
Yeah, saw has a blade in it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a power tool. And when we turned it on, it ran really rough. Well, we were pretty embarrassed about that, but not merely as embarrassed as the people were at Performance Abrasives.
Actually, they didn't even know about it because they didn't watch the show. But I told them.
Well,
so anyway,
if you're going to donate something to the show, make sure you watch the show.
They sent us another one, next day air. Thank you. Performance Abrasives, we appreciate it.
And now we can get a chance and see how it really should work. Now, we're going to start doing a segment called Out of the Box where you can suggest something or send us something, and we kind of need to figure out how it works right out of the box without opening it or seeing it prior to the show. In this case, this is right out of the box, so I'm going to cross my fingers. Ah, that's how that should work.
Isn't that nice?
That is a whole lot better than what we saw before.
So see, as I said last week, it really does work, folks. Works well. And we want to thank Bev and Jim at Performance Abrasives for sending this down to us.
And probably saving their business.
Probably wouldn't have sold many the other way. Another thing that we need to mention, Circare has received an award. Karen, could I see that award there? This is an award put out by...
Is that Heidi or Karen?
That's Karen.
Oh, okay.
By Wood Digest. And the award is for the top 25 Woodworkers' Choice Award, which means that this had more activity than any other tool in their magazine this past year. So congratulations, Circare. And if you don't have one, you're losing time sanding.
And now questions from last week. I know we had quite a few, and they are... Oh, they're coming. Like us, they're a bit slow.
You know, I got to say, after being up here in this flannel shirt, I got a whole new respect for Al, working under the lights.
Now you know why he's so thin.
Yeah, right.
Talk about what?
Just say something.
What? Talk about what? We're flying. What are...
Oh, our decorations.
I forget.
You know,
Hannah, our set design artist, went ahead and made us these lovely bats and rats and tombstones.
And this is Jack. And let me tell you something that I learned when I was making Jack. Well, I wasn't making Jack.
Okay.
Never mind, we won't go there. You cannot put pumpkin guts down the garbage disposal because now they're all over my patio. We turn the garbage disposal on.
What did you get all over your patio?
Jack guts.
There it is. Okay.
Jack guts.
Now we're going into the question. Tool guys, I love your show. Are you two really that weird? It could very well be so.
Absolutely.
Seriously, I think it's great to finally have something to watch and learn about tools from people who know what they're talking about.
Or appear to be.
How do I get one of your aprons? She probably doesn't want one now.
Well, hey, nobody's getting my apron.
To get an apron, all you have to do is submit a question or a comment to the show if we use it on air.
That's right.
And you're brave enough to give us your home address.
That's right. And it's got to be a legitimate question, not some that's made up or, you know, something you really want to know about. We can tell.
Yeah, we do know that much.
And we hold these aprons dearly, so we don't just give them out to just anybody.
That's right. Next question or comment or whatever else it was. We had another letter, which nimble fingers have not been able to produce yet. That's why Kim isn't shipping now. Let's see here. We're kind of blowing our time right out of the water here.
I guess. Yeah, we're supposed to be on a schedule, okay? All right.
Put the mask back on.
Yes.
Do something funny. Do something funny now.
There you go.
Okay. You know what we could do while we're waiting for the next letter to come up? Why don't you talk about the Festool vac?
You know what we can do is we can sand with
Sand with Al?
With Al. Right. Standing with Al. So if you're working in the shop and you're alone, you can sand with Al. You can talk to him and just kind of, just how you doing, Al? Tell him about your life and what have you, like as a bartender, No, that won't work?
Okay. We have the next letter come up. Which
All right. Okay, great.
Oh, no, wait, we already read that letter. Tool guys, you seem to have broadcast problems. Sometimes, but maybe that's just the internet.
It's not the internet.
I think that's us. Can the viewers ask you to critique certain tools, or do you just pick them yourselves?
You didn't say Telescreen Pro 32.
No, because that was another one of our internet uh-ohs. We do take suggestions.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Well, we still pick what we're going to do.
Right. That's right.
There you go. Did you get the next letter typed
And
in
actually, but let me say, after the first of the year, we are going to launch a segment of this show called Show Me the Tools. We're not sure when it's going to come out, but what we hope to do is here in the studio, we will have tools on demand. You'll be able to call us or instant message us or email us, and we'll have a list of tools that are available in the studio, and we'll actually,
Time is money.
yes, we'll actually demo the tools for you live on the internet, one-on-one, and we think that's going to be a great segment to the show, and that's going to be available 2 days a week, and we're hoping in January to be launching that new program.
Excellent. We have one more letter. Chris is typing in as fast as he can go. And, of course, that may not be fast enough. So let's start. Do you want to start talking about the vacuum, and then we can read the last letter when that...
Yes, actually I would. That would be great. You know, we've been... Let's see, can we... here, let's do this. Here, let's do this. We're going to use this great table. This is by MC Woodworking, and this will lower this down so I can work on this efficiently. Why don't you do that one, because you're more familiar with that one than I am.
This is the CT Mini. Festool actually manufactures 3 different dust extractors.
That's correct.
Not necessarily to be confused with a vacuum. These
That's
are
correct.
dust extractors. Whoa, I'm losing elevation. That'll happen. This right here, some of the features about this is, first of all, it's light.
Yes.
Extremely light. It's a 2-gallon vac. It has...
this is obviously designed for installations.
Installation, yes, it draws about 99 CFM. It's a 2-gallon vac, so it's not going to hold a lot of dust, debris, dirt, so you can load it up fairly quickly. Some of the real nice features about this is, as with all Festools, the tool can turn the vacuum off and on by just merely setting this to auto.
Right.
It has a manual setting,
if you want to vacuum.
If you're vacuuming up, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Has its variable speed, all the way from very slow to a faster draw. What's nice about this one is the hose and the cord actually mount right on top of the body. And there's room inside of this vac. It actually carries an extra bag because the bag is small and it tends to load up quickly.
Now, you can also put
sustainers right on top. All of their tools will hold the sustainers.
Put that out. This just comes up, locks over, and now you have a mobile cart to roll your products in on the job site, all on the sustainers. Okay.
Which is really great because that's nice.
Okay.
Now the next one is a...
This is the CT22. And this is my favorite. This is the #1 seller for us. I'm not really sold on this thing, but a lot of people use it. We sell an awful lot of these. It just keeps your cord up out of the way.
Your hose.
Or the hose, more for when you're standing up on a tabletop or something. This is, it's got a little bit larger wheels on it, so if you're going to use it for a rolling cart, it's much easier. Dust collection bag inside. It's got a HEPA filter, replaceable filters here, and you can take these out and blow them out, your first stage filters. Another neat thing about this that actually I came up with is if you take, they give you a cord holder on the back, and you wrap your cord on it, and there's a handle you can order for the back, and that's you're supposed to wrap your hose on, but everything's all over the place. So what I've done is I've taken one of their sustainers and just cut a little notch in the bottom, or in the end, actually in both ends. So when you lock this up on top of here and lock it down, you can actually put your cords and the hose right inside this box, lock it, and then continue to stack your pieces up on top of this.
And the big thing that I really like that you do about this, John, is by putting the hose inside of this box, I know my hose on my vac from being banged so much kinks over.
Yeah.
And then you've got to cut it and make it shorter and shorter and shorter.
Exactly.
By doing what you've done, it protects the hose and it'll last forever.
That's correct. I don't think there's much else to say about this other than it's our #1 seller. Now there is a larger one.
This is a 5-gallon vac,
right?
Which is now it's more than double the capacity of the Mini.
Right.
Now the Mini does not have a HEPA filter on it, but this has twin HEPA filters.
That's correct.
The CT33, same exact vac, just
larger
8-gallon capacity.
Now it's larger capacity, but I don't really like it for taking it on the job site. It's a little bit more cumbersome. It's quite a bit bigger. If you're using it strictly in the shop, I would say buy the 33. If you're using a vac strictly in the field, buy the Mini. If you're looking for one that is great for both the shop and the field, take the 22.
Agree with you 100%. Okay, the other letter we were waiting for, which has now finally appeared, is your show is really different. Well, that's certainly true. But it's cool to see all the different tools you have. Last week, you went really fast on some of the comparisons. Can I call with some questions and have them answered, or do you just take email? I'll let Al take that.
No, actually, we have several people in the office now that are totally qualified to answer your questions.
Not me, though.
No, not Ken. No, Ken, you know, I don't like to see Ken on the phone because he never gets off. He just keeps on talking.
Look at the kettle call this pot black.
Actually, we are more than happy to talk with all our fabricators. We set up, gosh, I don't know how many shops a week now, 2 or 3 on average that are new shops. So we know the industry's growing. We brought someone in, Joel, who you met on the first show. Joel's an experienced fabricator. He's been working our bulletin board and answering the phones. And we have several girls in the office that I'm sure you're all familiar with that can answer most of your questions. And if they can't, they either come to you or I. And if we can't answer the questions, we find the answers for you. So yes, feel free to call our office anytime.
Okay, great. Well, we've taken care of the vac. The next thing we have to do is, what's the next thing on our schedule?
Coving router.
Aha.
Coving router is up next.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
will the on-off switch work with other tools or just Festool for the vac?
All tools.
All
you
tools.
can plug any tool in there. We have a lot of guys that'll set up a small shop, and as a matter of fact, I have one of these hooked up to my miter saw, so it comes on every time. You can hook it up to pretty much any small router or anything like that that you wanted to, or sander with dust collection.
Okay, great. Now, we also had some questions from last week, too, last week's show. I don't know if we're ready for that.
Can you give us those on paper?
After the break. After the break? We're going to take a break now?
All right.
So all right, that's probably to their benefit. They're probably sick of seeing us screw up tonight.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
See you in a minute.